imagined the orange juice-colored skies of Austin's summertime, when the evenings stretched on forever and she stayed at the park for hours. Last summer, Tomoko had spent all those park hours by herself. She could shoot hoops on her own all day, but it was so much nicer to have a team around her. The boys who played pickup games at the park could be mean, and no one used to stand up for Tomoko when they kicked her off the court. But everything was different now that the Daredevils had banded together. Now, Tomoko always had a team to play on, even when she wanted to make up silly games like roller derby basketball. "I think I'm beat for the day," Kenzie said. She unclipped her helmet and shook out her hair. "Come on. If we return the gear now, we'll have time for ice pops before I have to go home." Jules stuck out her tongue. "I don't feel like ice pops," she said. "How about some pizza?" "I want fried avocado tacos," Shelley said. She licked her lips. Tomoko shrugged. She would be happy anywhere, hanging out with her friends. "Let's hit up the Juicy World stand," Bree said. "They have like every type of juice, and fries and stuff too. We can all get something different." The team nodded and gathered their backpacks on the edge of the court. They skated single file down the sidewalk, bumping over the uneven panels of pavement. Tomoko's knees vibrated as her wheels slid over textured drain covers. She tucked her basketball by her side and looked out at all her favorite shops and murals along South Congress Avenue. She passed by a pale green wall with a love letter swirled over it in red paint. She waved to the man who ran the pizza place and always gave Tomoko extra pineapple when she ordered her ham and pineapple slice. "Next time, I hope we get pizza," Tomoko thought as the girls rounded the corner. Tomoko dipped under the awning of a tea shop that had the best hot chocolate in the winter. She passed by a wall that said, "Greetings from Austin," with pictures of all her favorite buildings from downtown. The colors and smells whirled together in Tomoko's head as the team made the usual trip from the park to the Derby warehouse. The first time they had turned some of the corners onto new streets, Tomoko felt like she was lost in a giant maze of buildings. But now, every doorway and front porch seemed familiar. Tomoko loved feeling like the city belonged to her. "Only one more week of having to wear this dumb thing," Jewel said as she pulled her backpack straps tighter. All the elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards, and helmets were back in the derby box at the warehouse. All the rental skates were lined up on the counter. The Daredevils slid out the front doors in normal tennis shoes, like superheroes pretending to be their alter egos. Shelley adjusted her backpack. "I can't wait until school's done," she said. "Yeah," Jules said. "Then we can dump all the vocabulary lists and math tests from our brains and let everything drain right out." "Learning is a lifelong endeavor," Bree said. Tomoko looked over her shoulder. "What does that mean?" Bree shrugged. "My dad says it a lot. I think he just means you never stop learning, even when you're not in school." "That makes sense." Kenzie shoved her own skates into her backpack. "We'll be learning new derby moves all summer with the league." Jules grinned. "Derby is way more my type of learning," she said. "We'll be filling up our feet and hips with derby know-how, not our brains." Shelley laughed and nodded. "Derby's my type of learning, too. Well, that and art class." "I know I'm sure ready for summer," Kenzie said. "Me too," Bree said. Bree and Kenzie smiled at each other. Tomoko knew that the two of them were happy about the summer for two reasons. The first great thing about summer was the regular stuff Jules was talking about, like throwing old homework away and getting to practice derby whenever they wanted. But Tomoko could tell that they were happy for a second, secret reason. Since Bree went to a different school than the rest of the Daredevils, they only got to see her after class and on weekends. Soon, they'd have whole days to themselves for skating around and playing at the park. Everyone missed Bree during the school day, but especially Kenzie. Bree and Kenzie liked each other. Tomoko found out about their crush right when the team was getting started. Kenzie and Bree had their own secrets, but what neither of them knew, what none of the other Daredevils knew, was that Tomoko also had a second...